From a crippling addiction to losing his temper on the course, Tiger Woods has had a colorful career, to say the least. Let's take a look at some of his most controversial moments, kicking things off with his addiction. As a golf legend, Tiger Woods has shocked the world again and again with his skills in the game. But that's not the only shocking thing about the golfer. It's well known that Woods will go down in history as the greatest PGA player, but what many of you might not know is that he'll probably also go down in history as a serial cheater too. The legendary golfer won 14 majors between 1997 and 2008, and in 2009 he was named the first athlete to be worth $1 billion and was then pictured in the Oval Meeting Room with then President Barack Obama. But that was also the year when at the corner of a supermarket a new issue of newspapers was stacked, and the headline read, "Tiger Woods cheating." The scandal talked about his involvement with the New York nightclub hostess Rachel Uchitel, so let's just say that it wasn't all that great for his image. In an attempt to clarify his name, Woods had his wife, Elin Nordegren, talk to her to clear things up, and well, Woods was satisfied. But Nordegren wasn't. She went through Woods' phone and found her husband texting Uchitel that she's the only one he ever loved, and she wasn't done there. She dug deeper and found not one, not two, not even 10, but 15 mistresses. Woods even confessed once that he had slept with 120 women in his lifetime.
People want to know how I could have done these things to my wife, Elin, and to my children. And while I have always tried to be a private person, there are some things I want to say.
Let me remind you that he's the same guy who got endorsements worth millions because of how perfect his family was, or rather, seemed. But Woods did change after this. The legendary golfer actually sought rehab for addiction. Despite all of Woods' not so appreciable endeavors being brought to light, Nordegren stayed on the fence about leaving him until his 15th mistress was revealed in April 2010, Rachel Coudrier. She was the couple's neighbor's daughter, but the worst is yet to come. Rachel was only 14 when she first met Woods. That's messed up. But after these extramarital affairs came to light, Woods reportedly went to a rehab center to deal with his addiction. After serving his time at the rehab, Woods returned home a better man. According to many sources, he went to the Pine Grove Behavioral Health and Addiction Services facility in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The clinic offered a addiction program developed by Dr. Patrick Carnes, an early advocate of therapy for compulsive behavior. Not only do people with a addiction make bad decisions when tempted, they also feel helpless in the face of their own compulsive behavior. So it's a good thing that Woods decided to take that step, but that's not the only bad thing he has done to his family. In fact, Woods deserted his brother when he needed him the most. Tiger has two older brothers, Earl Jr. and Kevin, and an older sister, Royce. Before their father Earl died in 2006, the siblings got along pretty well, but after his brother Kevin was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2009, Woods turned his back on his family and wouldn't listen to their pleas for help. Earl Jr. claimed that he sent regular messages and updates on Kevin to Tiger, but never received any response from the golfing legend. Kevin loved Tiger and would have been very excited to hear from him. However, Tiger never called, which made Kevin feel even worse. Even though Kevin was on the verge of losing his home, Woods didn't want to help his brother. All Kevin needed was a caregiver to feel comfortable and keep his house. His brother said that they haven't asked Tiger for a dime, and not even tournament tickets. This was the only time that they desperately needed their brother's help, but he turned his back on them. I wonder why he chose to do that. It's safe to assume this may have caused a feud between the siblings, but that wasn't the last feud on the golfer's resume. He also started one with his ex, Kristen Smith. You would have thought that Woods might have changed after the rehab, right? Well, he did, for a while, until Woods and his ex-girlfriend, Kristen Smith, broke up. The two got into a fight over a non-disclosure agreement that Woods made Smith sign after she caught him cheating on her. The couple dated for 2 years before the incident and broke up in 2017. According to reports, Woods and Smith went to arbitration to resolve their disagreement about the NDA, which Smith thought was not legal. But things got much worse than that. Woods threatened Smith that he'll leak photos of her to hurt her.
I would like to thank my friends at Accenture and the players in the field this week for understanding why I'm making these remarks today.
Reports say that Woods cheated on Smith with one of his ex-girlfriends, Erica Herman. Kristen suspected it for a long time, but Woods denied it by making fun of Erica. I'm assuming that didn't sit well with her. In the end, Kristen saw the two hanging out together and getting cozy, and to say that Woods was in a lot of trouble would be an understatement. Just stay clean, my dude. Speaking of staying clean, his addiction to cheating wasn't the only thing getting him into trouble. Let's just say some drugs were also involved, and the superstar golfer was arrested for DUI. On May 29, 2017, Woods was found sleeping at the wheel of his Mercedes near his mansion in Jupiter, Florida. The superstar failed several sobriety tests, and not only that, he was a complete mess when talking to the police, so no surprise that he was arrested. A breathalyzer test revealed that he had no alcohol, and the golfer informed officers he was taking a number of drugs due to his back surgery in April. According to the report, a total of 5 different substances were detected in his system, including However, the sheriff's office didn't specify whether or not Woods had valid prescriptions for the various drugs found, but the superstar golfer was charged with DUI, and on October 27, 2017, Woods pleaded guilty to driving recklessly and had to complete a DUI diversion program. And coincidentally, this next moment comes from his career-ending car crash. When he injured his leg on Tuesday, February 23, 2021, Woods was driving his 2021 Genesis GV80 SUV in Los Angeles when he lost control and drove into a ditch, injuring his legs, but thankfully not his life. The rollover collision happened at about 7 a.m. along the border of Rolling Hills Estates and Rancho Palos Verdes, California, and the athlete was immediately sent to the hospital. The golfer said at a news conference in December that he considers himself fortunate to be alive and also have a leg. Following the incident, he was afraid that his right leg might have to be amputated.
It's one of those things where I just wish I could do actually everything that I used to be able to do, but it's not quite there yet.
After suffering an open fracture to his shin that shattered his right leg, Woods feared he would never walk the same.
Although Woods' full-time golfing career is over, the superstar player hopes to continue playing the sport, and he has been putting in hours of practice every day to achieve his goal. The legendary golfer said that it's the sad reality of life, and he accepts the truth. Still though, Woods is undoubtedly one of the greatest golfers to ever play.
I've driven it well the last 3 days. My iron play has been good, and the firm conditions I thoroughly like. That's kind of right up my alley with iron play.
But that doesn't mean he has always been brilliant to watch. Woods has lost control on several occasions. In what has to be Woods' worst moment, Tiger was in the middle of his third round on a Saturday morning at Pebble Beach when he lost a ball in the Pacific Ocean. Let's just say the response wasn't exactly a G-rated remark. Now picture this. You're enjoying a good game of golf with your kid, relaxing in the comfort of your home on your favorite couch. The finest golfer in the world is on TV, and all of a sudden, your kid's hearing F-bombs from the greatest player in the game. Not the role model you want for your kids, right? But that wasn't the last time Woods dropped F-bomb on live TV. The superstar has done so on multiple occasions after this incident. Yikes. Well, that's all for Tiger Woods' most controversial moments. We'll see you in the next video.